Welcome to the Get Trauma Informed podcast, dedicated to unraveling the complexities of trauma, its pervasive impact, and the journey towards holistic recovery and realignment. If your radiance has ever felt muted, like I and thousands of others, you're in the right place to reignite your inner light. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast. Why does doing something healthy feel wrong? Why does saying no feel like you're hurting someone? What if the guilt you feel is not a sign that you are doing something wrong, but a sign that you are doing something different? Welcome back to the Get Trauma Informed podcast. I'm your host, peer-to-peer wellness coach Liz Blanding, and today I want to take us deeper into why boundaries can feel like guilt and how we begin to understand that experience in recovery. Let's start here. Guilt is often misunderstood. We tend to think guilt means I did something wrong. But in trauma recovery, guilt can also mean I'm doing something unfamiliar. If you were raised or conditioned in environments where your needs came second, your role was to keep others comfortable, your value was tied to what you gave, then boundaries will feel uncomfortable. But boundaries interrupt patterns. When you say no, you may feel you are disappointing someone, you are being selfish, you are risking connection. But here is what is important to understand. That feeling is not always truth. It is often conditioning. Your system has learned keeping others comfortable keeps me safe. So when you begin to prioritize yourself, your body responds with guilt. Not because you're wrong, but because you are changing. You see, there were times in my journey when I knew I needed to step back, to rest, to create space, to say no. But the moment I did, I felt guilty, like I had done something wrong. And I had to learn this slowly. Guilt was not always a signal to stop. Sometimes it was a signal that I was growing, that I was no longer abandoning myself to maintain connection. Let's anchor this spiritually. In Galatians 1:10, it says, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Please hear me when I say, this is not about rejecting people. It is about alignment. When your decisions are rooted in truth, they may not always feel comfortable, but they will support your growth. Ask yourself, when I feel guilt, what am I actually responding to? Am I doing something wrong or something unfamiliar? And what would it look like to stay present instead of pulling back? If this resonated or resonates with you, you are invited to continue this journey inside of Oasis Wellness Academy, where we are walking through boundaries and emotional awareness step by step. You see, guilt does not always mean stop. Sometimes it means you are learning how to stay. Stay with yourself, stay with your decisions, and stay with your growth. We are recovering one breath at a time. Give yourself grace and stay fearless. Bye for now. It's time to buckle up. No more suffering in silence. Our Power Pack journey to recovery and realignment starts now. Remember, you were collateral damage on someone else's warpath. Trauma is not your fault. Recovery, however, is your responsibility. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast.